Hey everybody, welcome to Meek's Bottom Line. I have a portion of my crew, and that's cool because I can roll with a portion of them. I have my good friend Adrienne. Hello, Adrienne, looking lovely. She is first to me.
I went before your husband.
Oh yeah, that's Kevin.
Wow, I'm moving up in this world.
I gave you the pass. Hold it.
Thank you.
Husband and not.
We got to keep you happy.
That's what it's all about. Can you say that again for the people in the back?
You know that's right, Chuck. What's up, OG Chuck? How you feeling?
Hey, what's going on? Everything's good.
Everything's good.
I love that shirt.
Big Newt.
Oh, thank you.
Love it.
Yeah, Chuck got all the throwbacks.
I know. I gotta get some better shirts.
We got to keep up with Chuck.
Yeah.
My closet and found the oldie book.
You sure?
I'm still representing. You know.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, as long as we Philly, that's all. Philly or Meek's Bottom Line? Meek's Bottom Line. Oh, hey, yeah, back to the segment. Hey.
She disappeared. Did you So we're gonna start with yesterday and work our way back, because we'll start with the Eagles last night's game, and then
get the loss out the way.
Yeah, because it's fresh.
Get the sticker out, huh?
And let the record show that I watched that whole game. Adrian, I was going to keep texting him. I was like, well, maybe not everybody's awake. For the first time, I'm awake, and I had to see that.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah. I admittedly, I drop out early when it doesn't look good.
Well, I was going to say we're going to win because we should have won. It's just we had those costly mistakes. It was the Goddard face mask that wasn't called. Quez Watkins.
It was before that. It was way before that.
We weren't running, but we still could have won that game. Those were costly.
We were still in it. We still had an opportunity, but I just saw a lackluster from the beginning.
Yes.
The end of the first half, I was like, if we don't come out in the third with a punch in the mouth, then it's not tonight. And we did a 3 and out. And I was like, yeah, this isn't our night. This isn't our night. But like we said before we started, we got it out the way.
Right.
Because it was just a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure when when are they going to lose? When are they going to lose? Okay, we lost. It's out the way. Now let's now do what we are capable of doing. So I'm not upset necessarily. I mean, the Commanders aren't going anywhere.
We're still in the toughest division in football. It's enough blame to go around. It was a total collapse. There was never no rhythm to that game. Okay. I never was confident that they were going to win that game. I mean, the time of possession I've never even seen a time of possession like that. We got out coached. We didn't play smart. We had 4 turnovers. We can't stop the run. So we didn't defend. We didn't block. It was a total team collapse. And they really missed Jordan Davis because he's the one guy that can collapse that offensive line and get that penetration. Okay, we're good at the edges, the edge rushers, but we can't stop the run. And they got to rectify that. And I don't know what Sirianni was doing when he decided to decline that penalty when they still did have a chance and put them out of range of the field goal. I don't know what that was about.
He was doing that before, like earlier. What was it? Like when he first got here, he done that like last year sometime. It was a call. He done something similar to that.
That was crazy.
It's just like unheard of in football in that situation.
Because the guy barely made the field goal. So if you'd have took the penalty, he wouldn't have made it.
Exactly.
So it was like I said, it's enough blame to go around. I mean, and I never felt like that they were all on the same page. They were always out of sync,
Yeah.
Right.
And we got dominated by the Washington Commanders. I mean, we got dominated.
That's what I was ready to say, Chuck. I think it was more of a disappointing expectation because we so expected to beat them because they were so
it's just Washington.
Right.
But I'm telling you, the people that they can dominate, they don't get up against. It was a little cockiness. It's a little
Yes,
arrogant,
yes,
you know.
absolutely.
And you know, even though they were saying the right things, oh no, we prepared well. We take every game seriously. They didn't. It was
No,
very lackluster.
yes,
Like, you know,
yes.
They're out prepared.
when he aired it out through the interception, it's like, what is happening? It was a debacle.
Yeah.
It was a debacle.
Had anything to do with the you know, because they had the bye and then they had the time off, and you know, there was a early game,
11 days off.
right? So it was. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying.
I think they started reading the press clippings, and I think in the back of their mind, they started thinking about being undefeated. But the undefeated thing should never be a goal. If you win each game, you can possibly be undefeated.
Right.
That should never be a goal of yours. So I think they were just unprepared, and hey, they got it all out of the system, hopefully, because nobody can get on the soapbox after that game and say they played well, because they all stunk. Coach,
And I'm gonna tell you what didn't sit right with me is Brown after the game. First of all, take off the Lakers hat. I mean, why we doing Lakers hat? And then you're all smiles. I'm like, just can you act like this is, you know, like you just lost the game to a team you should not have lost. I understand in the grand scheme of things, we are the better team, but you didn't play like it. So can you just have a little, you know, retrospect, like something?
Somebody should be angry. Somebody should. Jalen looked like he took the loss bad.
Because he's so mature.
Right.
But everybody else is, you know, dapping up and smiling like, oh, come on. It's just no. You were the better team.
Demonstrating leadership, like he. Accountability and all that, but yeah. And
I'm not saying it's doom and gloom and we, you know, walk around with our heads held. I'm not saying do that, but at least the night I'm like, man, we let that slip away, or we didn't play like we were supposed to. Like something, humble yourself.
Yeah,
it's a reality check and it's a gut check. So the next game is going to tell the tale of the tape. We're going to see how they come out.
It's almost like sweet. At least we lost to it. We lost to a division team, but Dallas also lost. So it was a
bittersweet.
Yeah, it was like
not so bad.
Yeah. That special teams is really bad. Like that Covey guy, he's really good.
Oh, he goes nowhere.
When they hit him, I'll be like, "Ooh, he looks like he's really going to."
Team hasn't been good in the last couple of years.
I know.
I think Devontae Smith should be back there, but then he's kind of slight, so they don't want to take the chance.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Well, our next game is Indianapolis, and then after that we have Green Bay, who beat Dallas last week. So
yeah, Green Bay is iffy. Together. You know.
Yeah, I know, but anytime
it's still Aaron Rodgers, you know,
he's still that weapon.
Well, Dallas still got Mike McCarthy doing bonehead plays, okay? Because he should have never went for that on fourth down. Like, hey, but thank you, Mike.
Thank you. Yes, I'm not complaining. So the Giants are on our heels. They're 7-2. Dallas is 6-3, and Washington is 500 with 5-5. So it's I saw a stat. I think they said our division is like has the highest percentage in the league right now. So we're definitely there's some good games out there. I'm excuse
me.
Go ahead, honey.
I was going to say with that being said, we still seem to be the top of our division. Like overall, on a stat wise, like on paper, we definitely still the better team. So you know, we can, you know, if this was a wake up call for us, and we can continue,
wake up call
and get back on the street, then we shouldn't really have a problem. I'm definitely not worried.
I think one of the keys is continuing to use that run game, which we didn't really use last night. He used it a little bit in the second half. He started out with Miles running like the first couple plays, and then it was back to passing. So it wasn't working. No,
look, it was a perfect storm. Everything went wrong, and even the officiating was terrible.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Everybody tried to use that as an excuse, but
well, I watched
everything and add that onto it with dessert.
I watched this Netflix special about one of the refs, and how it was a dirty ref. And now I'm looking at all of them side out.
That was basketball, right?
Yeah, that was basketball. Yeah, and they were all from Delaware County. It was so funny. Like,
who knew? Who knew?
But it just goes to show, like, you know,
especially with this.
But we don't think it's a
It's like, listen, money can get people to do some Strange
Well, I
thing.
think the rules committee maybe is going to step in. Maybe next year they'll look at this because I mean that face mask was
That was
blatant.
obvious.
That's
It's
why
his whole
he
head.
fumbled the ball. Somebody
Right.
pulled it on your cervical spine, and now he's out. And
Yeah.
now he's out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they
And
said
that's
that
not a reviewable call. And that's sad that that's not reviewable because everybody saw it at home. Everybody saw it.
yeah, they said that the player will probably get fined.
Okay,
They do that?
he's
Yeah,
gonna get fined, but the officials on the field didn't call it. Not
yeah,
one.
yeah. That's
And again, so now with that being said, what good is finding him when it played a part in, you know,
The law.
Right. It
Well,
played a part in the outcome of the game.
Right, the dynamic of the game, right.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
And then Brandon Graham, like, what was up with that?
Oh, I don't know what that's why I said it was a total breakdown. I don't know what he was doing.
I had hope, and I mean, it was still winnable. They weren't even up by a touchdown. We could have still won.
But we played dumb from beginning to end.
That's what happens. You know, you get burned.
Yes.
So you want to go to upside?
All right, on the upside. Well, it's an upside because yes, Joel scored 59 points in their win against the Utah, 105-98. Think, girl, you are on point. And first, I'm sorry, before I forget, because we're at the age to forget. Adrian, I have to give her a shout out because when I went on our YouTube channel, she has been commenting and I don't know if she's responding to comments, but she's leaving a comment about the show, and I was like, look at her. And thank you, Adrian, for
She's our special effects whiz.
yes, thank you, Adrian.
That's
Shout
right.
out
I do my part.
Yes. So all right, so back to Embid. 59 points versus the Jazz, scored 102 in total over
42 against Atlanta the game before that.
Those last two games. Here's my issue, and I didn't really have an issue, but then you got Maxi, you had Joel with 59, Maxi 18, Tobias 8, Melton 6, Niang 5, House Jr. with 1, Tucker nothing. That's a problem. How many games do you think we're gonna win like that? How many games do you think we're gonna win with Joel? How long do you think he's gonna stay healthy enough?
Well, he had almost 60 by himself, so it wasn't a lot of points to go around.
Exactly. And if somebody's hot, you
right,
go
feed the beast.
If they hot, if they're hot. I mean, and there's no telling who's going to be hot when. Remember, Maxi was hot. Remember, Niang was hot. Like, if you're feeling it, you got to keep feeding the ball. And everybody has to take a back seat. You know what I mean? If he's doing what he needs to be, they don't rely on him like that all the time.
Right.
But he was hot, and he doesn't produce like that. He was out how many games? You know what I mean? And everybody else had to step up when he was out. You know, so
and we're still missing Harden. We're still missing Harden.
And we still don't have Harden. So
without him. My point is when we play a game like Milwaukee on Friday,
a team like Milwaukee, yeah.
What are the chances? I mean, this is going to be, we're still early in the season. He's not saying that he's not doing his part, because obviously he's doing his part. But
it's what you said. We're still early in the season.
Yeah. How long can he keep that up? We're gonna have a problem.
Hey, well, the money they get paid, I think he can keep it up all year. He's been second in the MVP voting 2 years in a row. So maybe he gets in better shape this year. I'm just saying. It's the key to Joel. The key to Joel is
his health.
It's never the talent, right? It's his health. So if he plays in the paint like that, and I don't mind him doing it inside out stuff, but he should be dominating every night. He could be Shaq. I mean, he's got more talent than Shaq. So
now he has been. I did see him rebounding. He was under the basket. He got a couple
7 block shots.
Yes,
so hey, let's ride it. But it's going to be another readjustment when Harden comes, because it changes the texture of the team. Because now Maxi has more ball handling responsibilities. Everybody's rotation changes, so it's going to change again. But hey, if he let's get on his back.
Hold it. When was that?
They will.
When was that game?
That was
2 nights ago.
Sunday.
Sunday. And when do they play again?
Friday.
Nice break.
They play Milwaukee. They play Milwaukee Friday.
He needs that 5 days.
So I'm sure we're all happy, including him, that he had 5 days after that game.
5 days to rest.
And you don't get too many of those 5 days during the NBA season.
I was surprised. I was like, they don't play again till Friday.
Yeah.
Wow,
But
that's-
then
I
they
didn't even
play
know that. I thought
Friday
they were
and
playing tonight.
Saturday.
yeah,
So
Friday.
they play it back
Oh,
to
they'll do it
back.
back to back.
Both at home.
Yep.
So
He definitely needed the rest after that game.
yeah.
These guys are young. You know what I mean? They killed me with this rest stuff. They
Let
really
me tell you
killed me.
something. With Embiid, he's young, but we all know that he should have the most falling center player. Like he should definitely have the most
Yeah. He does spend a lot of time on the hardwood.
He
That's
spends
for
a
sure.
lot of time on the
He
hard
should
floor.
get that award.
I mean, he's young, but his knees might not be because he's so tall, and they're just, you know, I mean,
And the bigger you are, the harder you fall. So
And
imagine every time he hit the ground.
You
and he gotta
hear him
get
when
up.
he falls.
That's why we better get everything we can get him out of him now. In the
Use
next
him
couple
now.
of years. That's right.
Use them now.
Use them up.
They count stats.
yeah. But to your point, Tamika, I think that I think we'll be fine. I think the players will step up, you know, as needed. We do need some more offense. But when you have somebody hot like he was, you got to just pass the ball.
And he wants the ball. And I give it to him for that. And he was making the shots. He was making.
But we do need to find some more offense. Maybe Maxey will get hot, or, you know, Tobias sometimes, and every now and again shows up.
Well, the good thing is it's a lot of parity in the NBA. Everybody's beating everybody. I mean, nobody's running away with nothing. I mean, Milwaukee's got a really good record, but nobody's running away with nothing. So
LA is tough.
oh, well,
That was a close
They're exactly tough. You see how you did when I mentioned them?
they did that to themselves. Okay.
Yeah, they won a lot of years. Like,
they knew they couldn't shoot, and he got rid of all the shooters. Okay. So
well, and the other thing is they have been winners for many, 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 many years. I don't feel bad for them. They dominated many years.
It's self-inflicted, though. It's self-inflicted.
Like, you know, the gods can't be in your favor all the time.
Yeah, I'm definitely not feeling bad for them at all.
Not at all.
I'm not feeling bad for them at all, because the guy that's the GM, Pelinka, he backstab Magic. So what good luck are you gonna have when one of your iconic players, you get rid of him for somebody else? Now look at you. They deserve everything they get.
Okay, in the cellar. That's where they are. And then I guess I would briefly touch on the Sixers when we beat Atlanta on Saturday, 121 to 109. It was better offense, better defense, a lot of good energy in the first half. Korkmaz was more effective before his injury. And
he
was beating to get in, and then he got injured.
Three shots in a row, and on the fourth one, that was it.
We had 67 points in the first half, but look at the scoring. You had Embid 42, Harris 21, Maxey 26, Thibault 3, Shake 11. But the point is, it's a little more balanced. You have more guys getting involved. You got to use those guys.
Now, hold on.
But I understand what you're saying.
Was that the law?
Depends on how you see it.
No, I'm asking.
It's a win-win.
Well, did you hear the rumor that's floating out there now? They're talking to Brooklyn, the Nets, and they offered them Thibault and Tobias
for Kyrie,
for Durant, and Brooklyn said we'll listen if you throw Maxey in the deal. So
no.
Will we do that though? Would you throw in Maxey for Durant?
Hey,
that's a tough one.
Durant and Embiid.
Then that's what I'm saying. Durant,
Embiid, and Harden.
Hey, I don't know.
If you want to win right now, if you be some ready rock.
And then there's another thing floating out there that the guy that we won't name his name was offered to Dallas.
He probably don't want him.
And Lucas said he can't help me. I need somebody that can shoot.
Nobody want him.
I saw a game last week, and it was some glimpses of early the guy that we don't name.
30 seconds, a minute?
There was a glimpse. He made really good pass. He had some shots. Like, I think it's a matter. You got to get the confidence in the middle. He took a hit. You know, listen. I can have sympathy and empathy for everybody in the world, so I think we better.
I need y'all to rerun some of that tape from last year about y'all.
I feel bad at this point because I see how it his confidence is just down. I don't like anybody to be like that.
Well, you got to look at it. You got to look at it this way.
Remember that?
When
He's not
was-
our problem, but he's not my
when he
problem. So I
was
have empathy
here-
for him now.
When he was here, he was the second best player and an all-star, but he thought that he was the best player, that it was his team, okay? And look how the mighty have fallen.
You
Now
got it.
you're
You got to
what,
eat
the-
some humble
What are you,
pie.
what are you, the fourth or fifth best player? I don't even put him ahead of
You
Steph.
being
on
the
that
best
team.
player?
No, I said I don't even put him ahead of Steph on that team.
Right. That's what I said. If that.
But it wasn't all his fault that he was given those accolades, and he, you could say you're, but I don't think so. He was on the all-star teams just
Yeah.
from what,
He
defense?
got too much too
He
early.
had too much and didn't. I just didn't feel like he
You
earned
know
it.
what I think it is? Colorism.
Colorism.
Okay.
Light skinned. The
we
light skinned don't have to produce.
These
Those
Ever.
things.
It's those star like
Look, we trying
Colorism in the
to keep
NBA.
bottom line on there. They ain't gonna start.
I know what it is. Colorism.
Colorism.
Where did that come from?
I know,
He's
right?
a
Light skinned.
spoiled child.
He
And
light skinned, and
well,
people have told him they told him he was good and the best all his life, and he believed it.
Yeah, well, Steph is the face of the NBA, and he don't act like that. And he
It's
and,
not.
and
It's
he
not.
is
But he
all
has
that.
that talent to back it up.
Yes,
It's
Right,
colorism
he
when you
is
don't
all
have
that.
enough talent to back it up.
I myself am for the light skinned brothers. Power to the people.
Hey, look,
Look,
all I
check
can
it
say
out.
is I have to admit I was a big Ben Simmons fan. I was so glad we got the #1 pick, and boy, was I so wrong.
Yeah.
Wasn't we?
I
But you
got that
weren't,
one
you
wrong.
weren't alone.
Weren't we?
Well, we were told to trust the process. We were just doing, and it looked like the process was going to work. Unfortunately,
All right, let's not.
it felt
Give him
okay.
that much
Okay,
time. We
okay.
ain't even giving him that much time.
Okay. Well, we touched on just about anything. Is there
we lost one game to Atlanta, but we also beat Phoenix. So
How about
we
that?
got to- we weren't gonna win.
How about that? And
We
I
also
didn't
beat
tell her that.
Phoenix.
I told Mickey that. I said that was supposed to be the. I did. When we
I
won,
really thought that was a
they were
loss.
saying that they was the top in the West or something. They was the best team in the West.
Yeah, they left here being the top in the West, but they done took a skid too. So
Right. Yeah, as since then
It's
anyway.
fluid. It's
Without
ever
loss.
changing at this
yeah,
point.
yeah, because Utah was the best team in the West coming in. Well, really, they had the best record in the league, one of the best records in the league.
Right.
so we
So we beat some top teams, so that's a good thing.
That's right. And thank goodness Joel can rest after it because we're going to need him
Because that's our main
versus
thing,
Giannis. Because anytime we play Giannis for these past couple games, especially in our own house, like he's
Giannis is a beast, though.
Well, he's
He
the
is a-
best player in the NBA. If you
Yeah,
ask
he's a
me.
beast.
beatable because Boston beat them, so they are beatable. They just really have our number. So
A lot of teams have our number. Boston, I think, has our number. It's a lot of teams that we match up really
Well, then we better change our
tough
number
with.
then.
We need to change it. We need to do something. We need to put a mark on it.
Unlisted.
Because
well, we did do.
I don't have confidence with any team, and that's a shame.
Oh,
Washington beat us. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, but they went out and beat somebody good last night. So, like I said, it's really fluid so far,
And it's still early.
and it's early.
Yeah,
And it's
that's
early.
what we have to keep in mind. It is early in the
Now,
season.
Yeah, it's
after the
early.
So
All-
critical.
now, after the All-Star game and the trade deadline,
Right.
all that stuff, the second half.
Right. Ain't no
Crunch.
championships won in November.
Right.
That's
it's
right, you're
crunch
right.
time.
It ain't how you start, it's how you
How
finish.
you finish. Just
Absolutely.
calm down. Everybody calm down. But the football season is coming to an end slowly but surely. We're
It's
so
pretty much
Halfway.
yeah.
Halfway.
I know. You think November, you think December's around the corner, and then January and February is the Super Bowl.
You're absolutely right.
And then it's spring. And then it's summer. I mean, it's how it works.
Everybody's
works.
waxing so poetically and philosophically tonight. What's going on?
We try. Well, it's been an entertaining segment.
We don't have anything else. I mean,
We did, but I don't know if you guys
are we doing any of this today?
Oh,
What are we doing?
Well, unfortunately, due to the politics of boxing, the hype of Crawford and the other kid is not going to happen.
No, Tank.
No, not Tank. Tank.
Oh.
total different mindset. But it's a
Nice
lot of
try.
the
Nice
politics
try.
has come again, but with Tank being mentioned, him and Rolly was supposed to fight. They not fighting.
They aren't fighting either.
Him and Ryan is the latest. They're supposed to fight in January or February. So him and King Ryan Garcia, Tank that is, and
that's been postponed.
Spence Jr. and Crawford is off due to some behind
And the Phillies cleared cap space to try to bring an all-star shortstop here.
Oh, there you
Is
go.
that-
On the baseball.
is that Bryce?
Come on, Phillies.
Wait,
I mean, you threw this at me.
Hey, there
Can't
she
give me
goes.
time.
There she goes.
She was testing you too.
Versatile, flexible.
She can do it. That's my girl. I love her.
Let me find out.
Wait, what did you say, Chuck? Wait.
No, he was saying about the Phillies are making space.
Is that
they
for
can-
Bryce Harper's friend?
I think that's Trey Turner. Yeah,
Okay.
but they got 4 all-star shortstops on their hit list right now. So
Okay, that they scoping out. Okay,
Yeah, okay. Well,
that's good to know.
yeah, it's been a really
they say they're in the luxury tax. They might as well go for it. The time is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you hot like that, you want to try to go right back to next year and see.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Pull of Houston. Pull of Houston.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah. Well, I am happy for Dusty. Dusty got his.
Baker. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Dusty
gotcha.
got.
I don't know what's going on in Houston because the general manager just quit. They offered him a 1-year deal, and he rejected it. They only offered Dusty a 1-year deal. He accepted it, but Dusty might be more that I'm older and I only want a 1-year deal.
That's all.
I don't understand how you get rid of the general manager that built
Just
a
one-
team that went to the World Series 4 times in 6 years.
Yeah. What do you think that's about?
Well,
I don't know, but he won't be unemployed long. I can tell you
Yeah,
that.
he want money. He said, "Pay me what I'm worth. Don't give me 1 year."
Well, what happened to our coach after he won us the Super Bowl?
Well, politics. Politics. And just
Carson Wentz happened to him. And that's going to be interesting too, because Carson Wentz is ready to play, and they're crazy if they take that boy out and put Carson Wentz back in.
Look, and that was part of the. Thank you, Adrian. That was part of the issue is that you lost to. I don't want to say scrub team, but just somebody who wasn't really known.
Well, that guy
he's been around.
That guy has a winning record.
Yeah, he's been around.
You say they're second string.
But he has a winning record of the 6 or 7 quarterbacks Washington's had in the last umpteen years. He actually has a winning record. So,
and what it also says is the person that you named your starting quarterback is just not that good.
Right. Yeah. But are you going to put him back in there because you pay him a lot of money, or are you going to leave the other guy in there because you want to win?
Right.
Yeah, they want to win. And I bet you all the players on the team will say, bye. You look good on the sideline. Stay there.
Yeah, stay there.
I wish he'd have played. I was hoping for Carson.
I know.
Oh, yeah, we wouldn't have lost that game if he would have played.
That's what we were banking on.
Come on, put Carson in.
Wait, and then they saw Heineke was like, "Oh, we get him." Well, look who got fooled. The fool. And just in MMA because MMA.
Yeah.
MMA.
Mixed martial arts.
Okay, she might not have a screen for that one.
We'll go with the gloves.
You want to talk about that at all?
Oh, the gloves again. He's pretty good with the gloves.
I like it.
Well, speaking of MMA, I was looking at something the other day, and they were doing a list of boxers, the top boxers this group thought were the best boxers, and it was MMA fighters and boxing. And they had the nerve to have Muhammad Ali number 3. And I was like, y'all all crazy.
Number 1.
Whoever the best MMA boxer was in history, I'm not familiar with it. They put him number 1. I said, y'all all crazy.
Why was he in an MMA?
It was an MMA boxing list, and they had no Hagler, no Leonard, none of them guys. I'm
no
like,
Joe Louis.
It was just all MMA guys and Muhammad Ali. I said, I don't know where they got that list from. I was
MMA hasn't even been around as long as Muhammad Ali, right?
I was highly offended.
Yeah, who did that?
I see. But Alex Pereira defeated Israel Adesanya in a 5th round TKO, and that was really a good match because Adesanya is very arrogant, cocky, number one, and he fell bad.
He's MMA.
He got
I
beat.
used to watch MMA. It's just brutal.
It is brutal.
It
It's
is very
brutal. I
Oh,
can't
hits
do
and those
it.
punches, it's real. It's real, but he talked all that mess and really got his lights knocked out.
Give me boxing, the sweet science.
There you go. I agree.
I like the MMA. It's quick. You know, I can stay awake for the whole entire. I can appreciate the.
I don't understand
the
how they
craft.
get paid less than boxers.
I know.
Yeah, because
Ooh.
they really get
That's
beat
what I
pretty
don't-
Yeah,
bad.
they do. You get kicked in the face.
I can't.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I
We
don't
were
like
talking
it.
about that. We were talking about that.
I need more rules to my brutality.
Yeah.
And it looked like Kama Sutra.
There's a whole lot of
What?
crazy stuff.
All them positions, and I'm like,
Oh,
what y'all doing? Get up.
She is in rare form tonight.
This is the real form.
No, she didn't even have a screen for that one, huh?
No.
Put on Carver Sutra. I'm like, that's not okay.
Okay, and we're gonna wrap this up.
Meets bottom line be censored and be like,
Nobody under this certain age. Well, thank you for joining us. It's been a great segment. It's been fun filled, and I'm glad that I'm able to take a break and go to sleep early tonight.
Good for you.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I had my hair pinned up, had my pajamas on, I had to get dressed. It's like
oh, you did that
Oh,
for the
Adrian. That's what I'm saying.
my
It's been
dedication.
Forever.
Hey, you took one for the team.
My
Bravo.
dedication is unmatched.
Oh my God.
We
You,
salute you.
you get a raise. You get a raise. You were
Wow.
on that list.
All right.
Make sure you scoot your chair up a little bit higher.
That's my raise.
Well, anybody who watched, please leave a comment, like us, and subscribe to the page, and it'll be more fun as we go through the seasons and bringing on before you know it, it'll be college basketball season, March Madness coming, playoffs.
Well,
for
Temple beat Villanova for the first time
Oh,
in a
they're
I was
Yeah.
hoping we didn't do that. I don't have a screen. I'll have to have a screen next week if we're gonna talk about it.
Okay. Thank you, Adrian. Adrian said she's going to put up her Temple screen. She's got a college basketball screen,
Okay.
which is where our relationship started with college basketball.
Oh,
So
Temple?
we were big.
Villanova.
Yeah.
Did you go to Temple?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, we went there for Sunny Hill games.
Okay. I played in that league back in the day.
We went to McGonigal Hall
Yes,
a
we
few
did.
times.
I have pictures to show it. So yeah, we take it way back.
Receipts.
We got, but that's for the next show. So you guys have a good evening. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next week.
See you next time. Take care.
Bye.